we'd miss it. Either way, somebody's gonna miss it. I'm not very good at the spectating thing.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be like looking at different things, and I'm gonna be the one with the inside knowledge on stuff that you're not looking at. Brian, who are you picking here? I'm feeling like I'm gonna play Raze here. Ah, won't let me pick.
I mean, I'm observing. Sova's the best choice, no? Whoa, Cypher?
Good point.
Cypher camera?
Yeah. Sova, or maybe Jet, so that you can get like a bird's eye view of what's going on.
Predictions before this match? Obviously, Steven's team is looking pretty strong, but Clammy's team, Clammy and Frosty started getting some mojo last game.
Yeah, it all comes down to like whether who shows up, right? Like if Nick's gonna have another one of his pop-off games, like he did in that one game yesterday.
Yeah, he was.
Then I think I easily give it to Steven's team.
Right.
But
that's true.
Well, even when they had the pop-off game, it was really close.
I know.
Make the right choice, even if it calls for sacrifice.
Yeah, I think if Clammy and Frosty both go off, could be pretty dangerous. I'm eating a taco with one hand, so this is gonna be pretty shitty observing, but I'll try.
Smoke's down.
Mid contact. Nick with some chip damage. They have mid control on the bottom side, but not top side.
Smoke's down.
Breaking the wall with knives. Looks like they're rotating over. There's an over rotate here though. He's on his camera, I assume. Oh, Nikolai sees one mid and didn't see on the camera yet. This could be an easy B take.
No more charges left. Cage triggered.
Oh, those cages though. Nikolai buying time. They're rotating back. They actually bailed out of the B side even though it was just Nikolai on Heaven. Ooh. Oh, he might not realize he's under him though with the bomb. Oh! Oh, it's a 1v1. Oh! I guess it. 23 HP to spare.
I don't know. I tried to make you a cheat sheet, Brian. I'm not sure how helpful that'll be.
A cheat sheet. Oh, for numbers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
Blow it up big on a second screen or something.
Oh, he gets one, gets two.
Oh, baby.
Stacked on each other.
Oh, he shot the drone and gave it up. Drone might not even have seen it if he didn't do that. Oh, shut down.
Eco round.
And Colin with the really great crosshair if you flip over to him.
Oh, same crosshairs yesterday.
Yeah. Oh,
Jesus.
man.
Look, that dynamic too. Makes it even worse.
It's something special. That's what it is.
Crosshair.
That's a big pick. Completely opens up mid, lets them have the rotate to whichever heaven they want to go to.
Oh,
Wow.
Steven's feeling it. Maybe he's feeling it. It's gonna be really hard for Clayman's team.
Careful now.
4K with
5 entry
Cypher
packs. He's
almost-
gonna get an ace here if Sultan isn't ready for it.
Found you.
Don't give it. Run. Nikolai, don't give it.
Do you hear him behind him?
Run. Don't give it.
He's playing for the round, I think.
Ooh, and there's the ace.
And he gets it.
Nikolai got finicky there.
So currently, Steven has 2 less kills than everybody else in the server combined.
Rein him in. Smoke's down.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Oh, he's ready.
Actually gets trapped with a trip. Doesn't do any damage on the return. So interestingly enough, all he found out was that Cypher was on that site. Not much more. We saw him though.
Oh, he's got him trapped in the left side.
Going up.
I don't know how I feel about that wall.
Meanwhile, A site.
Yeah, he drew a lot of activity there, but
Whoa, Nick wins the aim battle. Oh, almost won the second one. It's popped by Dan, who I think jumped after that shot even. But bombs down.
Steven's going in.
Oh, and wins the aim battle.
And he's really going.
And OG Riga killed him with a shock dart.
Oh man. Safe
35
plan.
seconds.
Yep, then here comes a little bit of a heal.
The
Okay,
1v1
he knows
now.
where he's at.
Where?
Definitely possible. We're gonna run right into each other. And Nikolai gets the better of him.
Ready.
B.
Nikolai.
Nikolai had no idea where he could have been and is just on it with that quick flick kill.
And the clutch. Is even gonna say it. Look, the game reaffirms you.
It makes it all the way
Who better to give you real validation than Riot Games? Am I right? I'll take that as a yes.
You know, I wouldn't be so sure about that.
They're on the board though.
Oh, interesting. By okay, the defending team had bought a bunch of Spectres out of nowhere. Not sure.
Did they spend a lot last round? I mean, that's
They had the cash to buy a few more rifles, but decided to go with the Spectres.
Smoke's down. Molly.
A lot of players stacked around the B site right now. Oh. Oh, and Clammy with the slide peek. What a good shot. Oh, but Nick trades his teammate out. Clammy has to know that Steven's coming.
Ultimate is ready.
Oh, Clammy knows though. Steven's to the left now. Oh, and Clammy doesn't win the peek.
Prepare for hellfire.
The late horizontal recoil catching Clammy there. I scared him off of the site, and I think he knows he scared them off of the site. He's kind of falling back.
Taste that sweet mid-gospel.
This way.
Ooh, and they're gonna run into each other
Oh,
here.
Steven's waiting for this.
Oh, but Steven's not looking.
He pulls
Oh,
off the angle at just the wrong time.
And Nikolai's smart. He's just full rotating. He knows that Steven's the lurker. Oh, and he's committing to it.
This is it. They've
It's a 2v2.
done everything right to get back into this round.
Oh, but he can't finish the kill, Nikolai!
Long-range Spectre issues.
She's given time to reposition, but her head is showing, and Nikolai still can't finish it. But he's on the bomb. Sleepy Boy didn't have any options here. They just lost the round.
It's over.
Yep, and he lost everything.
Nikolai's got to be angry with himself for missing that kill, though. He had so many opportunities.
Man, keeps the Spectre over picking up the Guardian there too. I think defending team just really likes their SMGs.
Hey, hit tab again real quick, Brian. Clam, it's time for him to go off. Like he did against us. Dude, Steven doing Steven things today, huh?
So far, it looks like it.
Joke's over! You're dead!
That's Steven's ult. He's going to scout for info. Interesting choice to keep taking that peek, but now they know one heaven. Not too much damage dealt. Testing Clammy. Oh, and he's turned the other way. What was Dan's thinking? Clammy in B heaven though. Still has mid on lock. The slow field and the push. Oh, but Clammy gets the better of him, but the Sova ult might get it. Oh, can't get it with the Sova ult. And now it's a number advantage, and these two are stuck mid. Nikolai knows where the action's heading. He's gonna hold it down from B heaven. 3 ults up on 18, but Nikolai makes an interesting choice to peek mid when he doesn't have to.
Get out of my way!
What a strange ult there too. I don't think that's necessarily from the Jet. They've already locked down where they are. He hears them in mid. Oh, and they run sewer.
Wait, why is Jet rotating off?
Yeah,
Chris
Jet doesn't know it's going.
Rotating off.
Chris has this on lock though. That's one. Can he make it a second? He's whiffing, but he gets it. And that's the 4K for Clam Hat Fiesta to tie it up.
Bada boom.
There it is. Oh my gosh.
This round's a pivotal one. Three ults up from from both teams. Both teams have a Cypher ult, both teams have a Sage ult, then a Breach for the defense team, and an Omen for the attacking team. That Breach ult should be really big for this defense though. If he's in mid and they pack mid, look, there's 3 of them mid, but Breach has actually moved over to the 8th site for this one.
They're doing a mid stack here.
Yeah, Breach is late to vent room and might get punished for it.
Steven's holding the angle on the slow field. Alright, they know where Chris is now. Breach is moving in through.
And but Chris is totally left B heaven even though he knew that there are people there. This is going to be all down to Dan then. Oh, and Dan gives away his position. He's going to die here, surely. Oh, and Chris just bailed on his teammate there. I don't know if that's the play. They're going to waterfall out B heaven. On site. Chris is still holding. He's struggling to find the kill here. And there's only him and one other left. Oh, almost kills Steven on the return fire. And Chris is alone in the corner. And Nick's hunting. Nick wants blood. Doesn't get it. And Chris can win this round. Oh, Chris avoids the kill.
Oh, but missed the wide swing by Steven takes it.
Oh, Steven had 4 HP in that one. That was a close one.
Yep.
Definitely winnable if Chris actually wins that fight.
Nova in heaven, Chris can res his teammate that I think it was Nikolai died on site there. That would have been pretty lockdown round at that point. 4 HP is the difference. It's another mid stack,
and Dan is really close up mid. He's gonna have a
like this
hell of a
aggressive one
time.
here, though.
Yeah, he needs to try something new. Oh, he gets one.
There it is. That's
Swing
a
out,
big
swing out, Dan. Oh, he gets two with the shotgun.
Oh.
He's judged you, and he's found you to be a sinner.
Now he mollies off Sleepy Boy too, so man.
And the bomb is there, and he sees it. They can't sneak it out. And this should be the round win, honestly. This is really hard for them. Mid is really easy to lock down. They've got a Cypher, got a Breach. Like, they have all the tools, but they lose Nick Dry Peaks when he doesn't need to. And Colin is taking this round back. It shouldn't be happening. With the res in the middle,
I know exactly.
this round shouldn't happen this way.
Push by Sleepy Boy.
Oh, but
Chris
it's not enough.
on the flank.
Chris gets
Oh
two.
my god.
That round was a lot testier than it needed to be, though. They had a lot of utility to use and a lot of space to work with.
I missed that. Was that a push through the smoke by Chris? Mid?
I don't know. I think so. I guess so. I missed that too. I only saw Sleepy Boy push through the smoke, trade one, and then die.
Close. This is
There's
really
a B
close.
stack going on here, though.
This is close. I think the other team's feeling it too.
I can't imagine this team would actually commit to this B stack. They like to play with their food a little bit.
This is interesting. The Cypher did not set up on B this round either.
Yeah, it's a mid setup. He's responded to the two mid pushes, and it might pay off for them now. Oh,
Taps
Steven
the
gets
bomb
one.
And gets the, oh man.
And it's Clammy that's down. That's big. Nikolai spraying through the smoke. Can't get it. He has to be fearful. He's gotta be sneaky here.
This is nice.
Oh, he gets one!
Oh my god. Oh, only the one though.
And it's all up to Mooney. He needs to walk this. Oh, they know now. They hear him. Oh, well, now they definitely hear him. What is he doing? He's panicking. He's got to take this
Make sure
slow
he
and
pushes
steady.
all those buttons.
And he's out.
See what they do.
Tell him to say. That's what they tell him to do. Yeah. That's good. Now they're hunting.
Alright, not watching you do that.
I got dizzy there.
He completes the save, actually, in a spot that apparently none of them ever expected. There's 4 ults ready on the defense side, though.
And there's still more to come.
Yes, sir. Hope everybody's warmed up.
Blocking sight.
Wait, who already did?
Kill that, Steven. Oh, Steven was trying to kill a trap down on that B-side push that Cypher throws down.
Seems like the defense has actually read them. Only left one in the corner in A. Oh, but they're rotating back through
They're
sewer.
hard rotating through sewers, yeah.
Chris's team scope this out. Mooney is in a really weird spot to defend from, too. They won't know until it's way too late.
Blocking
But
sight.
they've actually done the hard rotate. Oh, and Steven actually probably burns and wastes ult here. But he gets the information that nobody's on the site yet. They're gonna wait out the ult, let it despawn. They let it despawn, and now might be the time to strike, honestly.
Need
Oh, Chris gets taken out on the dry peak. Oh, and Riot OG Mega gets 2. And it's down to Mooney. Gets 1. But he's about to get stabbed in the back.
Yep, double stabbed in the back. Oof.
looks like he, like, if he's the last person alive, tends to freak out.
Oh, and they get sprayed down. Oh! He gets one. He's aiming. It's a 1v2. Oh, Frosty eventually gets the spray, and now it's a 1v1. He has the bomb. But as you know where Zoidberg MD is lurking. Doesn't look like it.
He's giving up the spike.
He had the bomb. It's a really interesting play here. To go for the hunt?
Did he maybe not
Maybe he didn't
see the spike?
There's no way he would have done this if he had seen the spike. A pretty unreasonable play. But how did he not see the spike? He was standing like directly on it.
Yeah, nobody.
And Colin now is just really cautious. He's like, no, he must be watching the spike. Like, what is the play here?
Yeah, somebody missed it.
And Colin even... He's playing himself hilariously, but I mean, it's the right play. Like, when you don't know and you assume the guy knows the spike is here, what is Frosty doing though?
He's just gonna get a free plant here.
Yeah, Frosty is committed to a play that isn't even there. And Colin is just like, what the fuck? I'll take it. And Frosty, I honestly can't imagine what's going through his mind right now.
I would stay at mid. That's what the best spot if he doesn't know where he moves.
Like, that has to be you didn't see the bomb, and he just hard gambled that he was going to rotate out.
Right.
And it just very much did not play in his favor because, well...
Yeah,
you know.
Colin has a lot of utility that he just used there too, which is good. He has a lot of chances, but Frosty's going to dry peek him. Oh, and Colin whips him out of the air!
Oh, boy! Oh. I think he went to try to pick up his, smoke and accidentally activated it there. But I think plenty of money there. They're loaded.
And Frosty, honestly, just like with a gigantic faux pas though, that was so strange. Like that entire sequence of events like didn't really make sense unless he didn't know the spike was taken. But even if he didn't know that the spike was taken, he really hard committed to a spot. Oh, and he misses the dry peek there, loses his op, and now there's nothing on B site. It's free.
Just 2 mid is all that's left on defense here. Last round, they have to go for it.
It's walled off heaven. This is next to impossible at this point. And then right OG Rigo with a hold in the back. Ooh, kills the res. And Mooney's just, ooh, Clammy gets him through the wall. Mooney's just sitting in the corner. He's got to move. It's time to move. Bombs down, my friend.
He already cleared it.
And Clammy's got to walk through the slow field. And Sage is just so annoying at this point in the game. When you've gotten the free plan, you can play full post plan. Doesn't seem like it's really possible. But in the corner, Sage goes down. Steven trays from the right. Nick goes down, and Steven gets the last one.
Wasn't enough time to defuse anyway, but it got it a lot closer than I thought they would.
Why is there no Viper?
Oh my god, apparently nobody likes Viper, what the heck?
That's so fucked up, man.
Actually, the map, apparently in all the invitationals, the map that she's played on the most is split, hilariously enough, so.
I mean, I think she has a lot of good stuff she can do on this map.
Yep.
Wait, what is this map called?
Did you see that meta report? Yeah. They took all the data from all the invitationals and like quote-unquote pro play events, and they made like a tier list of all the champions with their play rates and stuff. And Viper has a 7% tier play rate.
Yeah, I'm not
So,
surprised.
wait, 7%?
Yeah.
That's not many.
No, nobody plays Viper.
Why?
Because why would you play Viper when you can play Cypher?
Cause thighs?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm with you. Don't worry.
I still think Viper's good though. I don't
blame
know.
Viper,
I don't
so.
understand.
Huge
There's
round.
only Nick left. Big round to open. They should get them at least a couple. And you know this team's a lot more dangerous on attack than defense, as we've seen in the past. So.
Maybe.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Hello, Zane. And, oh, Nick whiffs on a player that's not even looking at him.
Did this game start late?
No, I actually
right
started
on time.
basically on time.
Oh, okay.
Plenty of time, like 5 minutes early.
We got everybody in the lobby right on time. It started maybe a minute or two late.
Interestingly enough, they're attacking the Cypher site. Steven's playing pin down anchor on B, and they're attacking the site with Cypher on it, which generally isn't the best choice, but it looks like they're just running them over. And Frosty with the entry comes into site. Nobody's on site, and they're all
man,
heaven.
they just... Wow, their aggression is just so terrifying.
Yeah, and they've gotten all the smokes. Like their T sides look really strong.
Yeah.
And now in spawn, Clammy.
And some of the
This is going
subtle
to be
things
really
on
hard
this
to
rush
activate.
here is, as one's going forward, they hit that Cypher tripwire. The person in the front just ignored it, and the one right behind them popped it for them so they could keep on running.
Oh, and Steven's down. This round is pretty over. And all Omar can do is say, "Whoop, I'm out of here." Oh, and he can't even do that.
And he doesn't.
He's
Damn,
out of
no.
there, but not in the way that he would like to be.
Which side is which team?
MUDKIP is the defending side right now, and KABUTO is the attacking side.
I don't know what that means. Which one's green?
Red is the tag.
Green is defending, yeah. There's, if you look at the top, Elena, there's like a little castle next to the green-blue team, and then a little lightning bolt next to the red, yeah.
Okay.
Looks like another B push, and they still have the same setup.
Damn.
I don't know if this is the right choice. Like they've been doing the same push with the same setup every round, and they've just given the site.
Hey, if
Clam
it's not
snuck
broke,
through.
don't give it.
Well, definitely not for the attacking team, but the defense team, it seems pretty broken, but they're getting a lot of trades this time around. Frosty actually misses the spray, and now it's pretty... They've got post plant, though. This is pretty even. Frosty, though, with a really aggressive push back to site, which got him really chunked, and might not have been the right play here. But Nikolai... Oh, Nikolai getting 2!
Oh,
That's huge! And now Steven on site, gets 1 on site. Ooh, gets traded though, and now it's all up to Omar. Can he do it?
No
There they
HP.
Oh, Omar sees them both. Whips out the Marshall. Spy cammed, and they know he can't do it.
Would you save a scout?
I mean, it's impossible, you may as well.
yeah, I mean, he'll maybe get an exit pick.
They exit the correct way, knowing he's over
Yeah.
there. They don't care about the Marshal, and so
Yeah.
they're just out.
Yeah, and so this is a conundrum for Steven's team, but they have to do something to shift their defense. They did the same defense 3 rounds in a row, ran into the same attack 3 rounds in a row, and got wiped the first 2. The second one, the third one's closer, but it wasn't enough. And now they're changing it up. They're using their tendencies against them and stacking on A or B mid, B and B mid.
Oh my god.
And now it's gonna be
So
all up to Steven.
Assuming that they had continued doing the same A rush, how would you have chosen to rotate?
I think I would have played 2 on A and 1 in vent room and gotten a quicker rotate there.
Yeah, I think my general play would have been to move the Cypher onto B, so that he could slow down this rush in case they swapped, and then have only one person playing, one in vent for the quick rotate.
Oh, and they're on site, and it's all up to Steven. How many can get here? He's got to make the play happen. He gets 0, and that should be the round. This post play should be free. Ooh, but Omar gets one with a classic in the face. But this seems really difficult. He's about to get stabbed in the back too. Ooh.
Yep.
One more in heaven, and Clam gets him too. And now it's just Nick Valencia. And this is impossible. I don't think he should even go for this. Depends on his money, I guess. But no, their econ is really bad right now. It's not worth this. Gets the Phantom, and he needs to bail.
Yeah,
yeah, this was good play.
That was a good play. Now he needs to get out before Chris can hunt him.
Not gonna hunt him.
Nice.
Chris ends up going towards spawn. He's a little close here. I'm not sure. Okay.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't know if he sat in heaven there. He might have been dead.
Nah, I think at that part of heaven he would have been okay.
Yeah, I wasn't paying too close attention to where the bomb plant was, but if it was default, yeah, he probably was fine. But if they planted under heaven, it would have been close.
And then it's back to A, and honestly, MUDKIP is just getting torn apart. They're not sure what's going on, and I think Nick is making the right play here. They need to switch something up, and Nick Valencia has chosen to look at mid. Let's see if he makes a push on this, because he needs to get information fast. They've been letting them get on site really early without getting any extra information, and he doesn't shove it. So the same thing's gonna happen. It's deja vu. They're on site again.
Yep.
They're gonna get the full post plant, and like, what can you do?
Yep.
What can you do? This is so hard to play against. Gets ulted out. Sleepy Boy has to go through his own slow field access site with Chris in the corner and the right, and I don't think he'll see this coming. Oh, he does. He sniffs it, and Chris is just sitting there. Oh, that was big, actually. That gives him a shot to win. Steven gets the ult off. Oh, he gets bopped in his ult, but Omar gets the trade, and it's a 3v3. Steven has a second shot, and he knows he's in the corner. Oh, and he dies! And Hitman gets another! And it's a 1v1. Ooh, and Daniel closes it out. It was a lot closer than it should have been.
That was close.
Yeah, and honestly, what made it close was Sleepy Boy's pick on Chris there. That opened up the site on the side, let Steven funnel in with his ult twice, and made it a lot closer. But on the same token, like, that was the same defense, and this team just has attack on lock. Like, they're switching it up, moving sites, pushing fast and hard with committal, and right now, like, MUDKIP is just having trouble dealing with it, and they're doing the same thing. They're doing the A stack, thinking, okay, we've got to predict for the A stack and let Steven just try to 1v5 on the other side if they go. But that didn't work out the first time. Oh, they're slow walking mid, but Steven's making the right play and playing for information. They know they're not here, so they can keep the A stack going. And Steven might actually get behind them if they're not careful, but I think it might be a fast B heaven push here. And if it's a B heaven push, it's so free. Oh, vent room's dead. They're going fast B heaven. Nick Valencia TP's backside.
That's a good teleport.
Oh, and behind them is Steven. He might get one or two through here. Oh,
I know exactly where.
Steven gets one.
Right there.
Oh, and that reveal is pretty big. They know the A site's free now. And they get the free A site from the Cypher reveal. Oh, and Clammy picks one up in spawn. So it's down to Nick Valencia and Steven. Steven coming through the T spawn, and Nick Valencia coming through the CT spawn. But it's Valencia versus Clammy here, and Clammy reloads in the worst timing! And that could be a round swing. But Steven doesn't know where he is. Oh, and Steven's gonna get caught.
Same play.
And they know where Valencia is. They know where Valencia is. This should be the round unless something major, something massive happens. And when Valencia gets chunked, Nikolai knows, and Nikolai is playing this smart. He's going slow. Oh, but Nikolai doesn't look at the right spot. He's made a mistake, and he lets him stick the defuse. Oh.
Oh.
It's a 1v1. Oh. And in the end, Frosty gets the better of him.
That's Frosty?
Yeah.
The snowman.
I'm not going to call him Innis Hitman. He's Frosty in every other fucking game. I don't know, he's Innis Hitman here, but whatever.
Probably a very old
honestly,
League of Legends account.
Honestly, Steven's team, MUDKIP has got to be flustered. They've lost 6 rounds in a row on defense. And this is a really defense-sided map. And it's been a struggle for them. They don't know what their setups are like. Look at them now. They're all stacked. Like, the Cypher is like, oh shit, should I go mid? Should I go A? And like, now it's another B shove. And Steven can't even get the first one. And this is surely going to be the round again. Their star player dead. Utility all over the site. They can't even go through because the Molly's gonna hit. Omar trying for the... He's shooting too high. He can't possibly kill anybody like this, right? I'm confused.
yeah.
That was a really confusing ult.
Shock dart.
Oh, and
Oh, the nice miss.
in the corner, like just to see if it
And then
there.
Colin's gonna have first contact from CT. Gets spy cam. Oh, and Nikolai with the slide peek. Perfect slide peek to take him out. And this looks like the round. Oh. Okay, okay. They have a shot. Oh. And Sleepy Boy caught on side, gets one, but there's no time for him, and this is over. Oh, he gets two. It's still over though. There's no way. It was a valiant attempt, but honestly,
really good.
that was the last couple of rounds, down to like the last one or two. And what if you're on MUDKIP right now? What do? You've lost 7 rounds in a row on defense. You've gotten blasted in some of them, and then some of them were really close, but you couldn't clutch it out. Like, what's the play? They've been shifting their defenses, trying to predict where they're going, but it's not really working. Look, this might be the right play though. Look, the A stack is coming in. Steven's the only one on B, and maybe this is the one. Maybe this is the sea change that can let them get back into this game, because they're clearly on a terrible momentum swing.
Smoke's down.
With the brimstone smokes closing off every angle. Sage can't peek through the smoke and isn't willing to do that. And Nick Valencia is the linchpin here. If he gets one, he gets one. But that's it. And now Heaven's smoked off, and this is a free plant. And it's a 4v4 with a post plant once again. If he gets the bomb down, but Mooney hasn't planted yet.
I wonder why
Mooney isn't realizing. Okay. But it's a 4v3. And a very winnable
Damage on the
4v3.
Frosty there.
Yep. A very winnable 4v3. Oh, but the wall is pretty clutch to slow this down. Buying a lot more time. And Frosty in the pin position. Can he get this? He's gonna get banged through the wall. Oh, and gets killed by the shock dart. And that's it. So they get their first defense round.
And
But
yet again, I'm gonna keep going on this, but yet again, diffusing on one of the people that has a full ult charge. Plenty of time there. Sova and Phoenix both were not at full ult and could have gotten a nice little charge off there. Little details like that can really cost though.
it's another A shove. They move the Sova though to mid. And they're just thinking, well, we did get sight, we just fucked up on the post plant, so maybe.
Smoke's down.
But they need to know where Nick is. Is Nick playing the same position? If he is, this is going to be a mistake if they push on this.
Oh yeah, no, that's.
Nick is playing the exact same position.
Oh, they're holding 3.
And it doesn't feel like it's going to be the right move here. Oh, but they're going Heaven. They're skipping him altogether and just rushing Heaven. This is something they haven't done yet. Oh, and this team is confused. Nick is on site in the same spot. Can he trade any back? Oh, he dropped down. And they know he's on site lurking. They're actually caught in a little bind here, though. And Nick wins the aim battle against Dan's. Oh, but they're sweeping them now. They're sweeping them now, and it's Steven versus the world. He's been in this spot before, though. And we've seen him come out on top. Oh, he gets one! Gets two!
Oh, he gets two!
Oh.
It's huge!
And now it's a
Now you just wait
1v1,
for the
and he
plant.
heals. But it depends. He doesn't necessarily know where Frosty even is right now. He's smelling it, but he doesn't know. And they're gonna see each other, and Frosty clinches the 12th round.
Yes.
That was such a valiant attempt. 2 quick flicks, but couldn't get it in the end. And Frosty makes the right play. He doesn't panic. He doesn't go for the orb or the whatever, the spike. He just takes it slow, thinks, hey, this guy's gonna leak out on this side or peek out on Heaven. If I don't see him Heaven now, he'll leak out on the CT side, and I can catch him off guard. And the B push is coming in. And Steven, however, is postured like he's going to play for info here because he hasn't seen a B push in a while. And if he plays for info and doesn't get kills here, this would be disastrous. This would be game losing. Oh, he sees one. Oh, he gets chunked. The firebomb to slow down to push, though. And that's a really good slowdown. He knows they shove fast, and everybody except for Omen is rotating. And Omen is ult, so he can rotate quick, too. Oh, but Steven goes down, and that's huge. That's huge. Oh, that ult forces them onto site in the open. But nobody dies because they're all caught in this corner.
Well, 2v1.
But there's one left, and it's Omar on the ground. Do they know?
He get down, and I don't think they know he's down.
Yeah, they don't know he's here. Oh, he sees one. It gets him through the box. Now the 1v1. He wins it!
He does it! It's game's
my
still on!
It's just like last game against Nick's team. Omar gets the clutch in the end. And he saves them, honestly. It was such a testy round. And the problem was they planted and they all got into the cubby. They couldn't, that Brimstone ult that flushed them out of CT onto the open, into site with no utility. None of them got traded there because they're all stuck in the cubby and we're too scared to peek.
Thank you.
And it's back to the B push.
KABUTO is coming back with the
Yeah, it's
classic.
back to the B push, and or A push, and they've, I mean, it's worked for them so many times in the past, so why not now? And it's gonna be Nick the linchpin here, unless they do the heaven push again. But Nick the linchpin on top of site. There's a lot of smokes going down, and Steven's already scouting through. But they're going the heaven push again. Nope, one going down the middle, but it's smoked off. And it's going to be big here. Sleepy Boy gets mollied. And they haven't committed to the push yet, actually. Oh, and one gets picked from spawn. That was huge from Colin right there.
Oh,
and from behind, here comes Omar with the backstab.
Get out of my way!
He made some noise, but I don't think they noticed. Colin picking up a bunch of impact frags here.
This is a good.
And there's only one left.
And it's all down to Chris. He does have a res.
Gets one.
Yeah, with that pick, I think he can get a res off here.
Gets two! Chris is a monster. Oh, but
Res here, right?
but one's in vent room. And Chris doesn't know how to get to his teammates right now. I mean, there's one right in front of him. Like, just pick one. He's boxing you
All he
in.
needs to do is throw a wall down and then res.
This is really strange. Like, just get the res, get the man advantage. You're on your potential last round. This is...
Oh no, she's gonna be.
Oh,
Oh no,
she's being sneaky and trying to sleep off the site. But they're not thinking it'll happen.
Kind of watching this.
Yeah. Nick has a... Oh, Nick's moving though.
Just holding for this push into sight. He's ready for it. He is watching this angle.
Oh no!
Oh my!
But he's gonna get peeked from heaven! Why would he plant open?
Boy.
The question... Like, he gets the kill and he can just juke to the right and plant closed. But Chris makes two really questionable decisions there. Like, no res, and then open plant after the kill. Like, that round could have been way over. Like, had you imagined, like, if he res somebody, gets that pick on the site anyway, and it's a 2v1 there, and he plants close, like, that's really hard for Steven to come back into. And now you've given them a chance. And look at your economy. Everybody's on Spectres. And it might be the case, but everybody's on Spectres now. That actually shit on their economy pretty hard, and this might just go to overtime.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Steven with the ult. Questioning why they would even peek this. That's a lot of chip damage onto Chris. Oh, not that much actually. Oh, but 3 kills in mid. Wow, Omar going off.
I know exactly
Now they know.
where you are.
Nowhere to run!
Now you need to res when it matters.
Oh!
He's gonna get caught by Steven in the back maybe.
Healing.
Steven's coming around for the flank.
You need to res, bro.
Oh, but Chris feels it. Chris has a suspicion. And he wins! Oh no! And now it's so much harder. The res comes in. Oh wait, that's not his teammate. Oh, but it's over anyway.
Oh, still
Frosty closes it out.
So close.
You can tell that Chris is very
They're on one today, dude.
ability still.
That was.
Chris is feeling
They're gonna
it.
be on one today.
And dropping 31. And Steven's 33 is not enough. Chris just chuckles. He also in the chat.